원투 펀치 최강 활약, 파란을 예고했던 슈퍼루키의 활약, 역사에 남은 기대의 명승부를 연출하며 스타크래프트2 최초의 공식 팀리그에 초대 우승컵을 가져가다 Incredible Miracle I am. 전 시즌 8강 탈락, 최소의 GSL 리거를 보유, 믿을 수 없는 꼴찌의 반란, 전 대회 우승팀을 꺾는 최대 이변을 낳으며 장단 최초로 우승을 거머쥐다 기적을 만들어냈던 황제의 팀 슬레이어스. 그리고 2011년 5월 세 번째 기적이 온다. GSTL May. 슬레이어스, OGS, 프라임 위, 스타팀, DSL, ZeNEX, 보유, MVP. 최상의 GSL 리거를 보유한 8개 팀이 만들어낸 최고의 명승부와 반전의 드라마를 기대하라. 잠 못 이룰 뜨거운 5월, 화려한 축제이며 치열한 전쟁터가 될 GSTL May 지금 시작합니다.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is time once again for the GSL Team League. Welcome to Seoul, Korea. So happy to see you guys here. We've got some great matches for you today. Shot of our lovely studio there. It will be flames again. Our first match, as you can see, is going to be Slayers versus ZeNEX. And here they come right now. Slayers, of course, the winner of the last Team League, but in GSTL 1, Slayers was defeated by ZeNEX, so we're in for a good match today. I'm, of course, here with Moletrap. How are you doing, Moletrap?
I am doing just fine, Doa. As a matter of fact, I am better than fine. Both players exchanging their little banners for some reason or another. Maybe
to show friendship.
Show friendship. It's a good idea. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I love the Team League. We've been so excited about this Team League. We've been like talking about it all the time outside of GSL. All morning, all weekend. We're like at the finals talking about, well, no, it's not really. Actually, the finals. We're talking about the Team League. We're talking about the finals, but
after the finals,
after the
talked
finals,
about the Team League.
We talked about the Team League. Actually, after the finals, I went to a Buddhist temple, but
cool.
That's a story for another time. Anyway, the Slayers team give themselves a little bit of a cheer. Here's the ZeNEX team getting pumped up as well, and the Team League is always a hilarious, hilarious event. I am really looking forward to this match. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I can't wait. And what a better two teams to start us off with. The winner of last season against the team they lost to in Season 1.
Yeah.
Such a good matchup. Wow, Slayers, Stella got a haircut.
Yeah, I almost didn't recognize him at first. Yeah. All dressed up, got his haircut. Not that he doesn't always look handsome.
At least we found him.
We found Stella.
No mystery as to where he is right now. He is on the bench. He's ready to go. Let's check out the lineup for these two teams. First, we're going to take a look at Slayers. He's got Slayers MMA. Boxer, of course.
Boxer.
There's Ryung.
Looking thoughtful.
Slayers Taeja. Slayers Min. Oh, he looks fearsome. Slayers Golden. What's he pointing at? Slayers Alicia. Awesome Protoss player. And Slayers Frozen.
Oh, he says bring it.
Yeah, and Slayers Sella.
Nice. And then, of course, there's the Slayers team.
Boxer on the right, of
their
course.
line of Picari sweat bottles. One of their sponsors.
Yep.
They get so much Picari sweat that they actually, at their team house, they line it up in tens and they go bowling. They like take a mouse or something and they roll, try not to. Anyway, Slayers has a pretty good lineup here. You can see they have one Code S player, Slayers Alicia, a lot of Code A players.
Yeah, no kidding.
Boxer, MMA, and Ryung, of course, almost made it in. They made it to the up and down matches, but didn't quite make it into Code S. And Slayers Min got knocked out from getting in the up and down matches by MVP, so he is a strong player as well.
Absolutely.
So Slayers has a lot of very high-level players that they can throw in here. MMA being the captain, of course.
Yeah, well, a ton of talented players, but still a lot of them kind of up and coming. Like you mentioned, like we can see there, still a lot in Code A. Only one in Code S. Slayers Boxer himself falling down to Code A, not able to get back to the up and down matches. So definitely still a team that's coming up, not a team that's really made it quite yet, despite winning GSTL back in March. We'll have to see if they can start on the road to repeating today.
Indeed, and of course, as you see there, the GSL point 7.6.
Yep.
If you guys don't know what that is, the way that the teams are determined for the GSTL is you get points based on who you have in the GSL, and you get 1.6 points for a Code S player and 1 point for a Code A player. So you total that up, and the top 8 teams are the ones in the GSTL. That is why, just get out of the way now, Incredible Miracles not actually in it, even though they're the silver from last team. But here's the ZeNEX lineup. ZeNEX 0, a new player. ZeNEX Beyond, former Code A. ZeNEX Hack, giving you the thumbs down. Mr. Coca, very strong player from Code A. ZeNEX Jejun and ZeNEX Naya, along with Core.
Next Core, yeah. There's the captain there. And, yeah, so ZeNEX, not a team that's had a lot of success lately. I mean, we all remember back to the early seasons of the GSL. These guys were everywhere. They did pretty well, but since then they've kind of fallen off the radar a little bit. They are in 7th place. They almost didn't get into the team league. As you can see, the only reason they're here really is because all 3 of their players in the GSL are in Code S, Beyond Kirix and Coca.
I must have gotten the numbers right because 1 times, let's see, 3 times 1.6. Oh, that does, okay, that comes out. Never mind.
Remember, art major. That's math is not my strong suit.
Pretty sure I got those numbers right. Anyway, yeah, so they do have a few Code S players. ZeNEX Coca, a brand new Code S player. Kirix managed to stay in Code S. ZeNEX Beyond as well, pretty safe in Code S. Was he the, I forget, was he the winner? He was the 2nd place, right? Beyond in Code A a couple seasons ago?
Yeah, that's right. ZeNEX Beyond lost in the first Code A finals to OGS.
That's right.
Right. But still a very good TV tier. You're going to have to see what capacity the team's using it. That's really the great thing about
Slayers is really Terran heavy.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a lot of good Terrans. A lot of good Terrans. And not only that, they have a lot of good TV tiers, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryung is his strongest matchup is in Terran versus Terran as well. So, anyway, we're going to get started here pretty soon.
That's right.
This is going to be so awesome, though. By the way, for those
excited.
of you that haven't seen the Team League before, just a quick roundup of the format. Each player sends out a player first, and they play against each other. The winner stays, they stay, and the losing team has to send someone else in to then face them. And so it actually makes for some really interesting dynamics because then the person that won, you could actually send someone specifically to snipe them. In fact, oftentimes teams will have players that have trained exactly for, okay, if Coca is still there on the 3rd map, you are going to exactly prepare a special build on the 3rd map to take him out. So that's one of the great things about the Team League. It is a whole team endeavor. You have different players practicing for different matchups, for different situations, and the coaches are going to send in, this player if it's a Terran and this player if it's a Zerg. A lot of intricacies there. But we're going to look over the brackets and the info for this whole tournament real quick.
So here's the schedule. It's going to go from today, May 16th through the 19th. That is Thursday. The top 8 teams with the highest GSL points got in, of course, teams. Again, our Slayers, StarTale, TSLs, and X, FOU, Prime.we, OGS, and MVP. The prize money is as follows. The champion will go home with 10 million won. The 2nd place will go home with 5 million. It's roughly $10,000 and $5,000.
Yep.
And the best coach award, it's $1,000. Interesting. So here it is. We're essentially starting out in the round of 8 right now. And it is single elimination, so if a team gets defeated here, that is it. Now, GOM selects the first match, and the losing team selects the maps after that. There's our match pool there. And I want to take note of that last map, Belshir Beach. That's a brand new map. We're debuting in the Team League this season.
Yeah,
I can't
really
wait
cool
to see.
too.
Oh, you can kind of see us through the... I was going to, poke my head up above it. You get the idea. Here's our
You can start pointing.
We've got Slayers versus ZeNEX today. FOU versus TSL as well. Tomorrow we're going to see MVP versus Prime and OGS versus StarTale. I'm not going to lie, Moltrap, this is my favorite part of the whole season. I love the Team League.
The Team League is so awesome. It is going to be great. Definitely a lot of players. And this, one of the great things about the Team League, too, is that because of that whole team aspect, you get to see a lot of players that you wouldn't necessarily see. Slayers Tasia, he has almost qualified for GSL a couple times, but he's gotten to the finals and gotten knocked out. So we actually get to see what he's made of here today.
Yep, absolutely. And the really interesting thing about that is Tasia is a former ZeNEX player.
Yeah,
Interesting.
We went into the makeup room.
Yeah.
We're talking to Slayer's team, and we're like, who goes up first? And they pointed to him, and Doa's like, oh, what's your idea? And he says, ZeNEX Tasia. And this whole team's like, no. I had to correct him and remind him that he switched now.
Old habits die hard.
Old habits die hard.
It's tough. Everyone still says ZeNEX. Some people still say Celawera.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at our players that are going up first. They're in the booth. There is Slayer's Tasia, formerly ZeNEX Tasia. So Slayer's giving the former ZeNEX player an opportunity to get a team kill on his old team. Now, in GSL Open Season 1, he was actually all the way, he made it to the round of 32.
I didn't realize that. I forgot he was in that first season.
That's right. So he's come a long way since then. Let's see how his play style has developed.
Yeah, you know, they were joking about it, but one of the players said that he was one of the best players on Slayers, and I think they were a little joking. I'm not sure if he's the best, but I think he probably has a lot. Like I said, he keeps almost qualifying for GSL Code A. I think he probably has some skills that a lot of people don't know about just because we haven't seen him too much out of him yet.
He certainly could. I mean, a lot of Code A players get right into Code A, go right up to Code S. I mean, look at Violet, look at Alicia.
Yep.
Here's our next player, though. It is the next Zero. Not the Brood War Zero.
No.
Different Zero.
No, the Brood War Zero has a capital Z on his name. That's how you can tell the difference.
Yep. And emphasize
he plays
Zero. The O when you say this guy, Zero. I don't know, maybe.
That's right.
But he looks ready to go.
Yeah, he is another player that actually the Slayers team said he was pretty good. So I have never seen Zero before. I haven't had an opportunity to see any of his games. I don't think he's even gotten to the finals of any qualifiers, but that does not mean anything because, you know, there was a lot of players that were really unknown until they, you know, just shot up into Code S in one single season. So you can never really underestimate players like this.
Well, the thing with ZeNEX too is that they're
unheard of.
They're a team that's not too deep. They don't have quite the depth of good players that a team like Slayers has right now.
Yeah, especially since Son and Bonbon left for Hoso.
So they might as well send up someone that's good, but maybe not their best player right away. If they can get a few wins, that's great, but they want to try to save their best players for a little bit later. So set 1 is going to be on Xel'Naga Caverns. I absolutely love this map. It is my favorite map in StarCraft 2. I can't think of a better map to start things out on. So we're going to get started. It's going to be Slayer's Tasia versus ZeNEX Zero, the beginning of GSL Team League May. I'm Doa, with me is Moltrap again.
And I am super excited. This is going to be awesome. Yeah. Let's find out who's going to take the early lead here in the round of 8 of the GSTL.
All right, here we have our red Terran player, formerly a ZeNEX player. He is now on Slayers. He is none other than the one and only Slayer's Tasia.
Slayer's Tasia.
Thank you. Wow, that was really good, Moltrap. And they probably don't have his voice recorded because he hasn't really been to GSL. Right. There is somebody who's supporting Slayers.
Wow, of course. Got most of the team on there, including Jessica.
Yep. Jessica, of course, is Boxer's wife. She is the team owner. And there's our Protoss player from the team ZeNEX. He is
ZeNEX Zero.
Very well done.
Thank you.
All right, so we've got a TVP, my absolute favorite matchup in StarCraft 2 right now.
I announced Street Fighter in another life.
You did? Wow.
Not really. Yeah, so we have a Protoss versus a Terran here, and there, hey, that's Sean. I hope I remembered his name. Yeah, I think it's Sean. I was talking to him before the match. He's been on a boat for 4 months and decided to come on out to GSL for one of his only days in Seoul. Check things out here at the Team League. Even being on a boat is less cool than being at the GSL. Yeah. You got to give it up. Come to the GSL. Definitely if you're anywhere really in the world, come over to the GSL.